Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Upper Michigan Today, featuring our Tuesday rotating host, Molly. Though, now that are we in the, I don't think we're in the right spots. Let's let our names come up and see.
Are we switched?
Yeah, we are.
We are.
But you know what's really funny is I was actually at Slabs on Saturday, and somebody at the bar said, "Excuse me, you look just like that girl on TV6. Are you Molly Birch?" And
well, definitely wasn't me.
It wasn't you. And I said, "No, I'm not in fact Molly Birch." I didn't tell him I was that other curly-haired girl from TV6. I just said, "No, that's not me." And I thought it was kind of funny.
Had to find a way to tell us apart today. So.
Yeah, I had to straighten my hair today so that you weren't like, whoa, why are there two of them on the screen? Well, anyway, before we get into our topics of the day, I just wanted to pull out my completed painting that I did yesterday, and I'm doing this ever so carefully. It's still a little bit wet. Check it out. This is my completed sailboat painting that I did in 30 minutes or less with Marlene Wood. If you got yesterday's episode, she did this great follow-along demonstration, and this is what I came up with live on the air. So if you are looking for a spring break activity to get into with your kids or something, why not do this follow-along painting?
Yeah.
Check that out. And then I led a painting activity with my nieces yesterday. We made a big mess, and their mommy got mad at me.
Hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta make a mess.
Making a mess is so fun.
It's part of life. You clean them up, and that's all that matters.
Making
right?
a mess. We're just taking a note from Mother Nature. She's been making a mess this week and last week with this winter weather.
Back and forth between the wintry slush and the warmer slush. We're just back and forth.
Persisting snow. Looking at the next 7-day temperature.
Bit
Does
of
a
a
little
roller coaster.
list. Yeah, I didn't know the state fair was coming this week. Well, anyway, we can take a look outside at Marquette right now. Still looks a bit gray, but the roads look pretty clear. My drive-in was not too shabby. How was yours, Molly?
Yeah, mine was totally fine. I definitely think the roads don't look too bad, at least right now, but I don't know that that's going to stay that way this whole week.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, we got some sun shining in Houghton over there, though.
Wow, that's
With
really
some
pretty
spotty
to
clouds.
see. I love a sunrise or a sunset personally, so it's
Okay. Are you sunrise or sunset? You got to pick one or the other,
If I had
Molly.
to pick one, I'm going to have to go with sunset personally. I'm not a morning person.
Okay. I'm a sunrise girl myself. But it's spring break. A lot of parents in the UP are home with their kids. So I thought we would put together our ultimate staycation plan. So
Yes.
I don't know if you'd necessarily call them ultimate or if these are just places that we've visited and have photos of in our camera roll.
Either way.
Either way. We've got some plans for you if you're just stuck thinking, what do I do this week with my kids while we're home from school and you already did all the painting activities. So Molly, we'll start with you.
Yes. So I am a crafter. I know we were talking about your crafting a little bit. I'm going to hop on this side of the screen, but talking about your painting and painting activities a little bit. I'm a crafter as well. This is a knitting project I've been working on. So whenever I am in whenever I'm in a spot where I'm, staying home out of the weather.
Do you just swipe? Maybe
I'm
try
not
swiping?
sure. Not sure.
Oh,
there we go. I'm also big on hiking, personally. And this is a trail down by, the Marquette Board of Light and Power. It's a pretty classic one. It's another activity. I also like to hike with my dog. He lives downstate with my mom, but whenever I am able to, I love to get outside with him, and he also really loves the snow. So
It kind of looks like a deer.
a little bit, yeah. He's my boy.
Okay, well, if we're talking about a road trip, whether it's around the UP or I know a lot of folks take road trips to Green Bay. I just did one of those last weekend. I had to make a stop at Mickey Lou's. I mean, technically this isn't the UP, this is Marinette, Wisconsin, but
Pretty
so
close.
good, so classic. It feels like you're stepping back into time when you go there for a real nice cheeseburger. I had 2 of them. Or just do a big swipe?
Yeah, there we go. I think you got to do a big one.
Nice. Now, if you're looking to elevate your dining experience from Mickey Lou's Burgers, maybe you could try the Chef's Table experience at the Blue Mystique Inn in Manistee, or spend a night at the Airbnb. But if you don't want to spend the night, you want to just go for dinner, they do offer the Chef's Table event. We previewed that, and we actually did a whole tour of the bed and breakfast on Upper Michigan Today earlier this month. So you can check that episode out too if you want to learn more about the business. Go skiing because, well, we still have plenty of snow. It might be spring break, but we've got all the winter activities still happening. This is the really nice views from Mount Ripley in Hancock. And then this is the view from inside Taka Sauna's Portage. So take a sauna because it's still going to be a little bit cold. If you're into traveling, travel to Fitzgerald's restaurant in Eagle River. This is one of the best Bloody Marys I've ever had. It was a smoked Bloody Mary, super delicious, super great views. And as the lake the water melts, I feel like this scene would be even more beautiful with the big waves lapping up on shore. While you're up in the Keweenaw area, visit Mount Bohemia. Either do some relaxing in a sauna or do some partying in a hot tub. They've got all the options depending on what day of the week you go. On the weekend, it's more of a party vibe. I have a feeling it's a little bit more calm on the weekdays.
Probably.
And then well, that's not the UP, but you know what I like to do when I'm stuck inside? I like to reminisce on past vacations. I like to organize my photos and videos into photo albums so that I can enjoy them again in the future, and then also do a little bit of future vacation planning as well. And then maybe if you're stuck at home, try something new try a new restaurant. If you can't make it to a new restaurant, try something new at an old restaurant that you frequent often, because that's something I am so bad at, Molly. I get my same old chicken tendies at,
I find one meal at whatever restaurant it happens to be, I find the one meal that I like, I get that every single time.
I'm the exact same way. Comfort food. But this is the saganaki from Slabs. Flaming cheese. How fun is that? And then this is the fish and chips. Super good. And then last but not least, plan a trip to Isle Royale, because that does take a couple months of planning. You do need to get some permits and whatnot in order to see that dream to fruition. But if you're not going anywhere, it's a great time to plan your next moves. Plan for the summertime, what you're going to do, whether you're going really out of the UP or you're just planning to hit a couple of spots around the area that you haven't been to before, because there's still so much of the UP that I've never explored. Like, I can't even believe that I've never been to Pictured Rocks. I've lived here my whole life. I've never been to Pictured Rocks. Can you believe it?
Yeah, and I really can't, because I've only lived here the past, 3-4 years. I've been to Pictured Rocks a couple of times. I just have family who've come up and visit and have been really wanting to see that, but you should make the trip. It's worth it.
It's on my bucket list. I'm hoping to do a whole episode of Upper Michigan Today about it, maybe even be live on a boat. I don't know if that can actually happen, so I've got to get some plans in the works, but that's something I definitely want to do this spring or early summer. But we're talking about spring break. We're talking about parents, activities that they can do with their kids. And this show today, it's really focused a lot on parents, actually, and parents to be with doula services, and how parents can benefit from doula services, and then after the birth, how the doula can be there for you and your family. So coming up this morning on Upper Michigan Today, we're joined by Doulas of Marquette plus UP Family Doula Care to learn all about this practice, how it's changing in the area, and what you need to know about it if you're expecting. Stay with us.